We are back now with that breaking news out of Washington, D.C., where fire officials don't believe there are any survivors after a plane carrying more than 60 people crashed into an Army helicopter over the Potomac River just near the Reagan National Airport.
Now we can tell you that more than 24 bodies have been recovered. Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor joins us live now in Alexandria, Virginia with the latest. And our hearts go out to everybody there. Can you bring us up to date with what's going on?
Hey, Melissa and Delania, we've moved our location to the airport now, where we did get that update from the emergency officials in the last hour that this has shifted from rescue to recovery. As you mentioned, they've recovered 27 bodies from the plane so far and 1 body from the helicopter.
We've been hearing from President Trump there, who said this looks like this could have been prevented, and obviously American Airlines CEO doesn't know how or why this crash happened. Any idea, any details we've been getting so far about this, Rebecca?
So the big question right now is why the helicopter flew into the American Airlines flight path. The transportation officials here during the briefing, they told us that the airplane was on a routine descent into American Airlines, into Reagan Airport, I should say. Nothing unusual about their flight path there, but it's unclear at this time why that military helicopter flew into their path.
The airport there is Reagan's supposed to open there in about an hour. Any updates on that?
Yeah, so the target reopening is still about 11 a.m. Eastern time here in D.C. There are some people inside waiting for their flight status, but other than that, it's really weird to see Reagan Airport, one of the busiest airports here in the country, this quiet this morning.
I know obviously victims have not been identified just yet, but we're hearing some members of the U.S. National Figure Skating team were actually on the plane. Anything you're hearing about that, Rebecca?
Yeah, those are some of the first reports we're hearing about some of the passengers on the plane. The U.S. figure skating team just sharing that several of their athletes and coaches and their families were on board the plane. Didn't give many other details besides that, so we don't have numbers, but we do know that these people were traveling home from a training camp, and this is a training camp that is for younger figure skaters, so unfortunately we're probably talking about really young girls here that lost their lives on that plane, probably preteens or maybe even younger than that.
Oh, it is just so very heartbreaking. Well, thank you, Rebecca, for bringing us up to date. I know it's hard to be there in the middle of all that and covering it, so thank you for your report.